Hi, this is the first task. My group is formed by Andres, Pedro, and Sofia. This is me. Today we are going to talk about the manifestations that are taking place in Colombia. Specifically, we are going to talk about the government's decision to militarize the different cities. It is important to point out that the manifestation started because of the tax reform due to it exploited the middle class with the payment of taxes but did not have the same condition for the upper class of the country. Although the tax reform was withdrawn, the protests still continue affecting in this way public space, residential areas, and the commercial areas. But the protests continue due to other non-conformities of the people like the health reform and the extreme repression of the public force to the citizens. From my point of view, on my group, the government could have solved the problem of the protest in a more peaceful way. However, we are going to explain further the excessive pressure of the government and our opinion regarding these acts. Thank you for listening.
Hello guys, I hope that you are good and you are safely at your home. And okay, the topic that I will talk about it's about the SMAT now, and specific this first. And you know that the SMAT it's a force specifically for the protests, for contain the people supposedly. And when here in Bogota or in Colombia or however, they go to there and contact the people if the people is the people less their control, lose their control, and then they attack with a gas, with a armor, with a weapon for containing the people. With a stone, they go with a car that shot water, and you know that this is very dangerous because this type of armors do seriously damage and death the people and kill the people. Sorry. And they say if you throw the first rock, they wouldn't have to attack. And they say to we could have act different, but this is not at all true. You know, it's really true that the SMAT are attack to us and killing us.
As my partner said, the SMAT wasn't allowed to use lethal weapons, but in some videos posted in social media, we could see the police using tactical assault rifles, pistols, and the big monster, the Venom. On the other side, the government was required to protect, but they chose the oppressor's side, the violent way, building their power with dead bodies. They are the real terrorists. If the police had been controlled by the government and the high charges, we wouldn't have to follow the bloody chain of violence without sense. We wouldn't have to choose between two parts and increase the hate in the country. Wouldn't you know it? The last report of some institution like the Ingles ONG said that 43 persons were killed by the police. 47 lost their eyes by the hand of SMAT. 22 women were sexually abused by the police. One solution could be the location of the SMAT in the protest. Some studies show us that if the SMAT are located in other block near to the main location of the protest, this strategy reduced the tension between the both sides because they couldn't see each other. The government obviously are protecting their own interest, trying to control and taking the big piece of the cake, stole all the resources in front of us using the violence. I wish the protest could reform this violent and corrupt institution. They are not our protectors anymore, and the people are tired to show how they look like cavemans. The invitation is about inform yourselves. Use the vote appropriately and think by yourselves. Make your own conclusions and read, because one of the biggest problems in this country is about knowledge. Some Colombians hate to learn about these kind of topics.